In 1989, a small town in East Berlin experienced a rare thunderstorm. The TV reported that the heavy rain would last for 72 hours, and the anchor reminded residents to pay attention to their household electrical appliances. A boy named Nick took out his camcorder, wanting to record himself playing guitar. Suddenly, he heard screams coming from outside his window. After pulling back the curtains to check the situation, he realized it was his neighbor's wife letting out heart-wrenching shrieks. Driven by curiosity, he quietly entered the neighbor's house. Before he even stepped through the door, he got a fright. The dog in the yard spotted him first, but luckily it was chained up, allowing Nick to smoothly walk into the room. However, he quickly discovered something even more terrifying than the dog. The neighbor's wife was lying motionless on the floor, and no matter how much the boy shook her, there was no response. At this moment, a man appeared on the stairs. It was Jack, the woman's husband, and he was holding a kitchen utensil in his hand. In a panic, Nick fled the room before the man could approach him, but Jack chased after him. During the boy's escape, an accident occurred. A passing car nearly hit him. When Nick's good friend Alan arrived, Nick had already been unconscious for a long time. The man was also sent to prison due to Nick's accident. 25 years later, Anna and her family moved into the house where Nick had previously lived. On this day, they encountered the same thunderstorm as 25 years ago. While organizing items in the attic, Anna and her husband David found a videotape left behind by Nick. Curious about the previous owner's life, they watched the tape. However, the content was entirely Nick's guitar playing. David then noticed an eerie coincidence. The recording time was 1989, but the date was the same as today. Even more puzzling was that the TV suddenly started receiving news from 1989. All the coincidences and strange occurrences hinted that today would be different, as if something unusual was bound to happen. During dinner, their good friend Alan came over to congratulate them on moving into the new house. Coincidentally, this Alan had been Nick's friend, and 25 years later, he became friends with David. At the dinner table, Alan started recounting Nick's accident but was interrupted by his mother. The woman felt that these bizarre events would scare Anna's daughter. This made David even more curious about Nick's accident back then. After searching online, he learned that the neighbor at the time was a butcher. 3 months after being imprisoned following Nick's accident, he completely left this small town,